it's kind of special how we cook here in Tonga. It's a little bit different from how we cook in America, I guess. Half the time I cook our meals on the stove, and then half the time I cook our meals over the fire. So I thought I will show you how I do that. First, I go out to the uta, which is the Tongan word for farm. Elsie and I have 2 acres of farm behind us here, and I go out there and I pick up sticks and stuff that we can use for kindling the fire. Sometimes for kindling the fire, I also use dried coconut husks. This is the outside of the coconut, and we have a big pile of it because we use it to feed our pigs. So this is outside of the piggery, our pig pen. We have a big pile of coconuts, so those burn pretty well in the fire too. And so sometimes I mix it up a little, firewood and coconuts. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not very good at starting fires. So I always gotta have a lot of dry, flammable stuff to start my fire off with. And I put some of these babies in my outdoor cooking stove here. Our outdoor cooking stove, you can see it. It's made out of 2 wheel welds that are welded together. 2 tire wheel welds that are welded together, and I love it. It's greatest. It's the greatest. People keep trying to tell me to update my stove, looking on YouTube on how to make rocket stoves out of bricks, but you know what? This works really well. It has enough air holes for the oxygen to get in, and at the same time it's a strong place to put my pot on top. So this works really well. If you have to make an outdoor stove, you should do it out of 2 tire wheel welds welded together. Say that 10 times fast. Then what I do is I get a half of a coconut shell, like this, and I scoop up some ashes from the fire ashes. I put it inside, and then I pour a little bit of gas inside there, and that keeps the fire going for a few minutes until it catches the sticks on fire. So I put that down here, and then I'll light it on fire. See? Just like that. There we go. Works pretty well. That's the cheating way. I think just about every Tongan mom cooks in 2 pots. So in Tonga, we have 1 pot for our bananas. I'm gonna cook bananas in mine today, boiled green bananas. But we cook starch food like manioke or ufi. These are Tongan names for our root vegetables that creates half of the meal, and then the other half of the meal we will make like meat, maybe soup, a kind of meat chicken soup, or stir-fry vegetables with meat. Okay, now I haven't washed my pot yet, but as you can see, it's pretty clean from the meal that we ate yesterday. In Tonga, we don't really waste food, like pretty much never throw away food. If, normally our family will eat most of it, and then whatever is left over, like bones and stuff, we feed to the dogs. And then whatever the dogs don't eat, we feed it to the pigs. So it works out pretty well here in Tonga. The food doesn't get wasted. Somebody will eat it. Okay, so yesterday, when I was out on the farm, I cut down this lovely bunch of bananas. There's many different varieties of bananas in Tonga, but this is the one that we grow here on our farm. And my parents actually planted a bunch of these a few years ago when they were planning to move out here. So I'm so thankful. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for planting the bananas. They keep multiplying. Literally the easiest meal, to cook. You just boil the bananas like that, and then after about an hour, when they've been cooked, you pull the peel off. It just slides right off really easily, and we eat the banana in the middle. And it tastes, it tastes kind of bland, but it's filling. So that's why we eat it here in Tonga. It's filling. Everybody likes to eat too full. That's what we say in Tongan. Eat too full. Don't eat and still be hungry afterwards. They're done when the skin starts to turn brown and it starts to pop open so you can see the banana inside. That means it's soft and it's ready to eat. Alrighty then, for the other half of our meal, I'm cooking it on my little stove that's here in my garage because I haven't finished building my kitchen yet in our house. So we got our little stove and we are making one of Tongan's favorite meals that we all love to eat. It's called gravy kapaika, and it's basically a fish gravy. And I fry up some onions, a couple onions in here, and some oil, and then I sprinkle a bit of flour in there and brown that up, and then add some water till it makes a gravy, and then add a couple cans of this Ocean Queen mackerel. It's tinned fish in tomato sauce. Add a couple cans of that and stir it together, and that's how we make a very common Tongan meal. Pretty much every Tongan eats gravy kapaika, so pretty good. Okay, so here is our completed Tongan meal. Thank you so much for coming with me today for our cooking adventure. It was a lot of fun having you with me, and my kids are home from school now, so I'm about to serve up the food and feed my boys, but I wanted to teach you one more fun fact about Tongan culture. Here in Tonga, pretty much every day somebody will ask me in Tongan, Jenny, namo kailele? And this is the Tongan way of saying, Jenny, did you eat good? Did you eat good today? And I always say, oh, ew, and which means yes. But when they say, did you eat good, they don't really mean, did you eat delicious food? They mostly mean, did you eat the Tongan food, like the bananas or yams or hopa or something that we have like real Tongan food to eat with our kiki, because in Tonga, mostly it means like if you ate good, that means you ate and you feel full because you ate a good, nutritious, real Tongan food that's organic and from the farm. So yes, anyway, let's eat good today, you guys. Tau kai lele. Ha'amo tau kai.
Ang ikimatang pagkalaw o falalay ano tanay afu ako kataba ihal malu fea wini oi aloy talaw